Hi, my name's Briohne and I want to talk to you about the play that I wrote, Powerfully Fragile. I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer in late 2011 at 34 years of age, and I went through the relatively standard treatment of mastectomy, chemotherapy, radiation to the chest wall. And at that time I was inundated with very well-meaning people, and the amount of community support that I had just blew me away. But in the end stages of that treatment time, I started jotting down some of the things that people say that are almost comical. For example, I had someone telling me about how they knew how I felt because they had a problem with gout in their toe. So, things like that, which, and I feel for that person. Obviously they have a burden to bear, but it feels quite comical when you're in the midst of a major trauma. So I just started collecting these things that people say, and I wrote it all out in one night, and then the next day I was looking at it and I was like, hey, there's like 4 really clear personalities here. So I turned it into a script, and I've been involved in theatre most of my life in some way or another. So I turned it into a script and I took it to my local theatre group, and a beautiful friend of mine there helped me streamline a little bit, and then we put it on. So I was able to cast it, and I brought on board a beautiful director friend of mine, and we had it performed in 9 different venues across Greater Brisbane. And we actually won some awards in that format as well, which was really great. But I think the best thing about the play, or the thing that I really was proud of that came away from it, was that afterwards people were talking. They were saying, oh my goodness, I've said that to someone before that's had something bad happen to them, or they were saying, I can't believe that anyone would say that. And it really got people talking. And Powerfully Fragile, moving forward, I think every time someone reads it, or every time it is performed, the thing that people always come back to me about is it was a conversation starter. And that's really important, because everyone has a trauma in their life we need to talk about, whether it be cancer, which it is for me, that's followed me now, years later, it's still something that I live with, or whether it be, a bad husband, which there is a bad husband in this play. So, there's trauma in everyone's life, and we need to learn how to talk about that with each other sensitively and compassionately, and have greater understanding. And the overall theme, I guess, that I really like from the play is that don't let your burden become your identity, and we each hold a burden and a blessing. So, yeah, that's my little play, Powerfully Fragile.